Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Manny, and today I'll be doing some Juubito attack missions. Now, as you can see, my game is actually in Japanese, and I'm on my Japanese account, and that is because, to be frank, Juubito is just not meta. He's not really meta, and it doesn't really warrant for me to need to summon on him on my main account, just because if I do summon on him, he'll literally be useless to me. However, what I will say is a lot of newer players and people who love Juubito obviously did actually summon on Juubito, and I thought I would just like to showcase some attack missions, some tips and tricks that you can use with Juubito if you want to have some success with him in attack missions, because to be frank, he's extremely low tier due to the fact that he literally can't get over a tornado trap, and he really relies on having really good supporters to kind of carry you through the attack missions, as you'll soon see in today's video. But what I will say is, for those of you who did actually summon on Juubito, don't be like disheartened when people say he's not that great, because what I will say is he's 4-star jutsu, this 5-star jutsu in the corner here. It's really good, and all he needs is a rekit that has or one of his rekit jutsus to have either seal or stun, and it's going to be extremely meta on defense, because this 4-star jutsu is honestly absolutely amazing. Like, it's the best jutsu in his kit, and when he gets a rekit, Obito will definitely be a way better shinobi than he currently is. But with that being said, all his jutsu really flashy, and I have played a couple of games with him to test some combos that you can do with him to make him extremely threatening as a attack mission main. Sorry for not uploading for a while. It was actually my birthday a couple of days ago, so I've just been recovering from that, and yeah, let's get on with this video. Now, if you are new around here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. A common theme you'll see with my attack mission showcases is that I'm just going to be playing a bunch of games back to back to show whether or not a unit is consistent in winning attack missions or not. And yeah, so getting onto this first game, I'm going to obviously use the best supports I can use, which will be EMS, KLM, and Rin on this account. And what I will say is I am in Chonin on this account, so the fortresses aren't going to be as dangerous and threatening. However, as you can see, the first fortress that we fight got all the meta shinobis, got Genjutsu, got Revive Shisui, Rin in the final room. This defense is actually pretty good, and you're gonna have to get quite lucky or just use big brain plays with Juubito. So like I said, the big problem with Juubito is he has zero mobility. Absolutely no way to get over a single trap, because all of his jutsu plant him on the ground. So he literally can't he can't get over a trap. But the trick that you do use is you use the 4-star that gives you a defense buff, and you're gonna have to have KLM as support, unfortunately, because if there are traps or aroma pots in the first tile where there would be tornado traps, KLM will roar and give the evasion buff, and it's going to be a lot, like, way safer for you to actually get flung. As you can see, when I'm engaging these rooms, I use the 4-star to take out the installations and give myself the defense buff, and hopefully KLM also roars to give me the evasion buff. As you can see, I'm also slowly maneuvering my shinobis to where I think tornado traps will be, because ideally I'd want them to get flung first before I get flung, so they take the initial, or they spawn the initial AI, and then if I fly in, hopefully I'm a bit more safe. Because again, the attack mission's over if you die. It's fine if your supports die, but you'll soon see in this video, like, you're gonna need really good supports to carry Juubito. Well, not really carry Juubito, it's just more so guarantee Juubito gets to the final room and kills all the shinobi in time, because like I said many times, look at his mobility. All his jutsu just plant him on the ground. Now, Kabuto is a very dangerous shinobi to Juubito if you do fight him, because he can just puddle underneath you, and like I said, Juubito has no way to move himself, so he'll just be stuck under the puddle. Shisui is also another problem, but I found a cheeky combo that will work if you get a bit lucky, which is, well, first of all, you have to ult the revive always, but when he spawns, he should attack you. You iframe, hopefully hits you, and you debuff him, and then as long as you debuff him with the defense down, you will one-shot him with the 4-star ninjutsu. As you can see, that Shisui died very, very quickly, because I was able to kill him on the revive and then defense, debuff him, and then just kill him one shot with the 5-star jutsu. I went to retrieve my KLM that was stuck behind the wall because, like I said, KLM is a necessity when it comes to maining Juubito and finding some success with him. As always, if I think a room is full of tornado traps that will fling me to another shinobi tile, I always have to make sure that I have the defense debuff on. So if I do fly in, I have a chance to survive. Final shinobi is that Itachi, and as you saw, that 4-star jutsu did almost 15k to that Itachi, which is honestly absurd. Just goes to show how good Obito's 4-star jutsu really is. And again, this is what you're going to need subs for, because you can't deal with Rin, like you literally cannot deal with Rin in the final room by yourself. Like there's just no way. You have to get extremely lucky. As you can see, KLM's just doing what he does best, surviving the final room, iframing the world. But yeah, once that happens, you walk in and you just yeet the massive stick into the ground, and you should be able to kill everyone. If 1 or 2 do survive, as long as you have a support or 2 with you, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. And yeah, that is the first game done with Juubito. Moving on to the second game. So the second fortress, just a disclaimer, it's not going to be extremely meta, because I did try to skip a bunch of the empty fortresses, but I ended up skipping to a fortress that was pretty mediocre, to say the least. But it does showcase how you would get over the One-Tails fortress and all the tornado traps in that final room. So I'll be showing a bit more tips on that. Obviously I can't play this fortress, it doesn't even have a full tiled fortress. Like, come on mate, come on. Again, empty fortress. It's just, that's why I don't really record too many attack missions down here, because it's just, this is what we're left with. And this is pretty much all the Chonin tiers. Like either you find these empty fortresses or a semi-decent fortress. I was going to fight this fortress, but he had no Rin and not too many meta shinobi, so I was like, let's roll the dice one more time. And shabam, I land on this, and this guy's fortress is I'll be honest, it's not that great. The only threat is Genjutsu EMS, and that's it. But what I will say is, this again is going to be a very good showcase on how to actually get to the final room first, and I'm going to be guiding you on how to beat the One-Tails fortress with Juubito and supports. Again, you're going to have to get lucky, but it is what it is. So you want to, again, always defense down before you enter a room that has tornado traps, and then you just you get yeeted with your subs, and hopefully you land with your sub. I was fortunate enough to have all my subs land in the exact same spot, so it's going to be very easy to take on this Data. If you don't, well, I mean, Data is always going to be easy if you have a healer, but you can even iframe his ultimate with Obito's iframe. But with One-Tails Fortress, you always want to go to the left. The first thing you do is always go to the left, because you're going to want as much time as you can to clear all those traps in the final room. As you'll soon see, about to obliterate this Pain. So see you later, Pain. Nice knowing you. And then I think we move on to his, I forgot who was here. I think it might have been DMS Kakashi. Yes, indeed it was. He's going to die very quickly. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, I mean, 1v1 Obito against Shinobis is actually not that hard, because Obito's combo, I will show you later on this video, so just bear with me. His combo is really nice, but this is why you need supports. for these One Tails Fortress. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to push all these supports one at a time, carefully, to trigger all the traps that would be in the way so you don't get flung. Because you don't want to have cleared the whole fortress and have 50 or 60 seconds left to do this, because it's very stressful, and if you do mess up, you're pretty screwed. So you want to get this done as soon as you can, and you want to prioritize pushing your offensive subs first, because just in case they get flung to a defender, they have a chance to take them out there, so you wouldn't need to. And I think my KLM is fighting Sasori right now. But now, after you clear majority of the traps, you want to try get yourself flung to one of these tiles, so you can get the remaining shinobi on the right side, and have plenty enough time, because you should be able to. Well, when you come back here, there should be no tornado traps. Now, I'm getting flung and tossed about. Like, I don't know why that guy had a tornado trap in that middle tile. That flew me back. It kind of helped, but as you can see, I'm trying to make my way to that Genjutsu EMS, which I plan to just ult immediately, but my EMS and my KLM both end up engaging the Genjutsu EMS, and I'm like, well, I think they're going to die, but my EMS is like, screw that, I'll finish him off for you. And I was like, cheers, EMS Sasuke. But as you can see, I'm not really worried on how much time I have left, because I know that all the tornado traps in that final room have been cleared, and I don't need to waste a bunch of time trying to push my subs clearing those tornado traps, because I've already done so. So that is the massive tip against One Tails Fortresses with Juubito. Go to the left and just start clearing these traps as soon as you can. So I don't think this guy had a Rin in the final room, so it doesn't really matter, but just push whoever in to take the onslaught of ninjutsu. Then you can walk in safely and ult all the shinobis and kill them all, ideally. Now, Itachi V2 ended up surviving in that corner, because Itachi V2 is just iframe GOAT. But doesn't matter too much, because I did have all my supports with me, and there is another W in a row. Now, you might be looking and wondering, yo, this Juubito actually seems pretty decent, but trust me, from a veteran try-hard attack mission player, like, I'm only finding success because the fortresses aren't too good, and I'm getting very lucky with my supports. I could be easily doing this with people like, say, Neji, Hinata, Hanabi, all the Hyugas. Like, I could easily do that with this. Well, I would have as much success with them as I am with Obito, because, like I said, mobility is king in attack missions. If you're not mobile, or take that back, mobility and trap detection is king. If you can't clear traps, or if you're not mobile, then you can't really be a main, really. This is the attack mission where I want to show you why Kabuto is a massive problem to deal with. So I'm actually going to skip through this just so I don't waste you guys' time. But what ends up happening is I kill all the shinobi, and I'm on my way to fight the Kabuto. There's another shinobi on the right side, but like I said, you always want to clear everything you can on the left first, and then get to this final room and clear the traps. Now, here's the problem. So I go to ult Kabuto, but because Obito's ult takes 12 years to trigger, Kabuto is able to put a poison puddle underneath, and he's just poison puddling the world. And it's just over for me at that stage. I couldn't even see him because my supports spawned a mirror. Now, you could argue I could have played that a bit better, and yes, I definitely could have, but the problem is Kabuto shouldn't have even gotten off the poison puddle first if Obito's ult was as fast as the ults are these days, such as Kabuto Riki Ultimate, it's instant, Hashirama's is instant, DMS is instant. All the newer shinobis, they have really quick ultimates, whereas this Obito's ultimate takes forever to launch, which is a huge downside, which is another reason why Obito isn't a great main. For the final game I'm going to show you, it's going to be me pretty much 1v1ing a whole fortress, because all my supports end up dying. And I almost, well, don't want to spoil it yet, but you'll soon see in the final game, so stick around. I just skipped a bunch of fortress with no revive and or no defenders, and I was like, I can't be doing this. So I had to go find a new game, and I think yes, we decided to go with this game. So this guy's fortress, pretty good. He's got Rin in the final room, Rinnegan, revive, KLM, Kabuto, Hashirama, all the brokens, and you'll soon see my big blunder. Well, it's not my big blunder. It was just I couldn't really see what was going on, but you'll soon see in this last and final game. Hopefully you are enjoying this video and seeing some success with Juubito as a main, even though I've kind of slaughtered him in this video and explaining why he's not the greatest main. But yeah, so I got flung by the Genjutsu. Didn't even. I'll try to snipe it with my 4-star defense down, but apparently I didn't reach. And I was like, well, shit. What I should have done here was give myself the defense buff. I didn't notice that it wasn't on, but luckily he just had a bunch of paper bombs there. So this is where my big blunder is. So I was trying to find the 6-pass Naruto to ult. So I was gonna ult here, but I realized he was on low health, and I thought I would kill with the 4-star jutsu, but I ended up missing, and both my healers died. And I'm like, oh god, no, it is looking really bad right now. My EMS is also pretty much dead. I think he managed to get a last-ditch effort ult off on the. Also, he was fighting the revive Rinnegan Sasuke, so he did help me out a bit by taking off the revive effect off that Rinnegan Sasuke. However, I do have to be wary that Rinnegan Sasuke could be in ultimate range and ultimate my ass. Now, a problem that Obito has is if someone uses an evasion jutsu off the rip, you literally can't hit them. So ninjas like KLM and Shisui, you're gonna have to ult instantly, or else you will just die pretty much. Well, you won't die. You just won't be able to hit them, and then they'll probably ult you back. But you do have an iframe, so there is that. But again, that's going to want to waste a lot of time. I'm going to be moving my way down to Kabuto, and again, you're going to soon see the massive problem with Obito when he is fighting Kabuto. So it's very hard to initiate versus a Kabuto because just spawning him is already such a danger. Because he can just grab you off the bat. I got lucky there because I didn't get spawned him when I got tornado trapped. But I went to iframe hoping that he would use a range jutsu to, well, his range grab to stun me, but he just ended up puddling me instantly. So I defense down him, but the puddle ended up being right in front of me, so I had to take the puddle damage. Now, not really sure what the Rinnegan situation was here, so I had to instantly ult and kill him. I think he was on low health, so he probably would have ulted me. Excuse me. So he probably would have ulted me if I did just walk in and not ult him. And okay, this is the combo that you've all been waiting for. The incredible combo with Obito. You're gonna have to need a clear path, obviously, and not get trapped. I did actually get trapped, but I got pretty lucky because I spam tapped my. You'll soon see. But I go to try to clear the traps before I spawn the shinobi, and I swear I stepped there before, but I guess yeah, too. Hashirama goes to seal me. I go for the iframe defense down him, and then bang, hit him with the 4-star, and bang, when he gets up, hit him with the 3-star, and it's just an infinite knockdown combo, and it's guaranteed to kill pretty much every single defender. Now, this is why Obito is just C tier as a main. This is the main reason why. You walk in, you insta ult to try to kill them all, and look at this. Yep, nice one. He took so long. Rin had the chance. I think Rin literally used her attack kunais. Yes, she had time to use attack kunai. I think she might have even chucked a log at me, and then she ulted, and then Obito's ulted landed, but by then it was just way too late. So this is the massive flaw with Obito. And again, if you are fighting I'm going to rewind that back. If you are fighting high tier Gokunin fortresses, like 90% of the player base has Rin. So 90% of games you're going to have to. Well, if you're by yourself and left in this situation, like there's literally no way you can win, which is just it is what it is, right? It just is what it is, and that's why Obito is pretty much very well, he's mid tier. He's mid tier, but I mean, on defense he's not bad. Fun room, he's not bad, but yeah, that is the attack missions done and the showcase done. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. I will be actually uploading a defense tier list with this Obito soon, because a lot of people did request it. I will also be doing uh, a summon video. Well, I already did the summons for obviously this Obito, but something happened with my audio. So actually, I don't know if I'm gonna upload it, but if you do want to see my summons, I might just put my summons in a video and just play music in the background, because the audio is literally all messed up. Like, I don't know what happened with my microphone, but literally cannot hear a single thing. Yes, that's enough blabbering. Again, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.